So you might be wondering what it's actually like to be coached like by me. You might also be wondering, why is that guy wearing a bathrobe? Well, I feel it's illustrative of what it's like to be coached by me. It's kind of cozy. It's warm. I create a safe space, a container that you can express your feelings, be vulnerable, and bring your true and full authentic self. So it feels like being in a bathrobe, hopefully. In many ways, it's a lot like this moment right now. It's a real conversation with a space to slow down and think more deeply than you usually allow yourself to. You will come to me with something you're working through. Maybe you want to change jobs, but you're the primary breadwinner and there's a conflict there. Maybe you're successful in paper, but unfulfilled. Maybe you feel stuck and you're not sure why. So we'll start talking about it. And then I'll ask you some powerful questions like, what do you really, really want? When was the last time you really contemplated that? What would you get for that? What do you get from that if you actually got it? What do you get from what you're doing now? How are you honoring yourself right now and your values? How are you not honoring yourself right now? What's getting in the way? For many people, this is the first time they've seriously asked themselves these questions. As we talk, we'll begin to notice patterns emerging, limiting beliefs, an inner critic or a protective part that says you can't do this or you shouldn't do that. We won't try to get rid of these parts. And to be honest, you can't, but we can quiet them. We can get curious about them. We can understand what they are trying to protect and to loosen their grip. And remember, all of these things, that inner voice, it comes from positive intention. So understanding that intention can help us a lot. A coaching session with me is a conversation, but it's also experimental. We're going to pay attention not just to what you say, but how you say it. What's the energy there? What's the emotions behind it? What's happening in your body? Sometimes I'll ask you, what are you feeling right now? And then we'll pause. Let's try it now. What are you feeling right now? Are you feeling interest, curiosity, boredom, anxiousness? How long is this video? Where do you feel that? Do it now with me. Where do you feel that feeling in your body? Can you give it a name? And if we sit with it long enough, you might actually notice that emotion changing, that feeling transforming. If you really focus on it, get out of your head and the judgments. And so we may do that from time to time to help create a different energy to plan from, to move from, to get you out of your stuck state by acknowledging that stuck state. And it'll be experimental in other ways. I may ask you to stand up. I may invite you to stand up and move your body, embody some practices and some feelings and way of doing, because it really is powerful. And there's a lot of great research behind that. Because growth doesn't happen in your head, it happens in part in your body and in other ways. So over time, we identify the deeper pattern beneath the problem that brought you in. We work with your values, your strengths, and moments in your life when you've already been at your best, and learn how to capture those attributes because you know they're there, you've done it before, and make them much more accessible. We build ways for you to access all of those inner resources intentionally because we come from a place where I believe people are whole, resourceful, and they don't need fixing. Sometimes we get detached from those resources, and it's a matter of getting in contact with those inner resources. And you will always leave with something tangible from every coaching session, an insight, a practice, a small action to start taking to move you forward. Many clients tell me that this is one of the few places where they feel fully seen and heard and challenged in a supportive way. That's my job. That's what we do. And this is sometimes the 1 hour of the week where you may actually feel heard and seen and able to bring your full authentic self. If you're curious, I invite you to book a complimentary 30-minute session where we'll talk about coaching briefly, what it is, etc. I encourage you to watch the other video on that. And then we'll actually do some coaching. So bring whatever feels alive for you, stuck for you, and we'll explore it together. I look forward to chatting with you.